research on your degree before you start it. You don't want that. So when you're picking your classes, you just go in with hope and faith that you pick a good class. This class is not for me. This lecturer is not for me. Switch the class. Keep checking your student email. Sometimes you ask my dear little grass if you don't check it. I learned the hard way. Assignment due today. Yes, the assignment due today. Send an email to the lecturer and say, hey, these people they do nothing. Hi guys, it's your girl Tatiana or Tati, or whatever you wanna call me, and I am a year 3 university student that is currently pursuing her degree in education at the University of Trinidad and Tobago. So, welcome to my back to school series.
In the classroom.
For the people who does normally watch me know, that is not my intro. But for this back to school series, that will be my intro until, if you are new here, or if this is the first time you see my face lover, I want you to hit that subscribe button and turn on that post notification bell so you can become part of the Tati family. Why? There's only fun and vibes over here. Alright? So if you are a new subscriber and you came from my vlogs, this is not a vlog today. So I don't know if this video will be something you will want to watch, but don't worry, my vlogs will be coming back. I just wanted to start my university. I just wanted to start my back to school series this week. Okay, so you can still watch it if you want, but this video is more targeted towards people who are in university or who are thinking about pursuing tertiary education. So the first thing I want to talk about is finances and funding. Obviously a degree not free, you have to pay for it, but a lot of people cannot self-fund their degree, meaning that they cannot pay their tuition on their own. I am one of those people, and I am not 100% self-funded. I do have assistance. So as a student who may want assistance financially, I would advise you to find out about the different plans that is put into place for you. So the first financial aid I want to speak about is GATE. I think everybody knows about GATE if you live in Trinidad and Tobago. To me, GATE is the #1 financial aid or financial assistance for students pursuing or trying to further their education, right? So GATE stands for, I want to get the right name. GATE stands for the Government Assistance for Tuition Expenses Program, right? So basically, it is government funded. The government pays for you basically to go to school. Of course, you have to meet certain requirements to qualify for the program, and once you get the GATE funding, you have to uphold certain standards. So you have to uphold your good grades, you have to uphold a 2.0 GPA, I believe. If it's wrong, I'll correct myself while I'm editing, but you have to keep a good GPA. Of course, there are other qualifications. I can't remember all off the top of my head, but you can visit their website. I'll put the link in the description below. Some schools also have payment plans, meaning that if you cannot pay all the money at once, some schools have payment plans where you can pay in parts. So I do advise you to get in touch with the institution that you want to go into and ask them questions about payment plans and how can you pay your tuition. There's also scholarships. Now I am not fully educated on the different types of scholarships they have. Well, different schools have different scholarships. So again, you can contact the school that you want to go into and ask them about scholarships that they may have to offer. And you can do your own research as well. Some people actually pay for other people to go to school. I forget where they call it. Like a sponsor is a sponsor. Some people are sponsors to students to go to school. So you can do your own research on that and see what information you can get, right? And next thing I would advise you all to do is do research about the degree you want to pursue. I didn't do any type of research. I just say I wanted to be a teacher. I know this is my passion. This is what I want to do for the rest of my life. I want to teach. I want to help spread education. And so I just was like, okay, let's go get this degree in education. Let's go do it, babes. So when I went to sign up for the degree, I did not have all the qualifications. So they said that I needed maths, English, a science subject. So at least 5 passes. But it had to include maths, English, and a science subject. I had the maths, I had the English, I had the other passes. I did not have science. I didn't do science for CXC. but I did do Form 6. And because I did Form 6, I got accepted. They made an exception and I got accepted into the program because I did Form 6. And you may be thinking, okay, that's good, I don't have to go back and do CXC again. That is a lie. Because to become a teacher in the public sector, I have to register for my teacher's number and I have to have a science subject in CXC to register for the number, the teacher's number, and I don't have it as yet. So yes, I am still pursuing my degree in education, but I have to go back and do CXC again. If I did do the research before, I would have to go back to do CXC again. But I didn't do the research, so you live and you learn. So I advise you to do the research. Do the research on your degree before you start it. Research what is the qualifications you need. What are the certain standards I have to meet if I want to do this degree, if I want to pursue this certain career. And next thing I want to talk about is knowing the important dates, meaning know when registration starts, know when registration ends, know when you have to sign up for your classes, know when the deadline for sign up for your classes is. Because the first year I missed some of my deadlines and I was panicking. So know the important dates. Go up on your university website and look for the dates, look for the deadlines. Just look and mark it down and write it down, because you don't want to be late, because some schools have late payment fees, and you don't want to be part of that because you're done struggling already. Financially. Now you have to go and pay late payment fees. You don't want that. So know the important dates. Okay. Thing is, so when you're registering for classes, when you're signing up for your classes, I would advise you to try to find a student that is in a higher year than you. So if you're in year 1, try to find a student that is in year 2. If you're in year 2, try to find a student that is in year 3 and talk to them and ask them for advice on who classes to pick and what classes to pick. I say this because before I even say this, every lecturer is qualified for their position because they were hired for the job to be a lecturer. So they are qualified, they are well educated, and they know what they are talking about. But I have to be careful when I say this because I want to be a teacher in the future. Not every teacher way of teaching, or not every lecturer way of lecturing would match your learning style. So I would advise you to ask a student that is in a higher class than you which lecturer they think is a good lecturer, which lecturer they think connects to their students better, so you could pick that same lecturer so you can have a good university experience when it comes to your classes. I had to put that in a very technical way because I don't want to offend anyone and I don't want any of my lecturers to see this and I get kicked out of the class. So just ask a student that is in a higher year than you for advice on which classes to pick and which lecturer to pick. Okay. As we are on the topic of picking classes, let's say you didn't get in contact with any upperclassman. You didn't get in contact with any student that is in a higher year than you. You couldn't get in touch with any student that is in a higher year than you. So when you're picking your classes, you just go in with hope and faith that you pick a good class and you pick a lecturer that you can understand, right? And you end up in the class and you realize, yeah man, this class is not for me. This lecturer is not for me. Don't sit down there and be like, you know what, I'll go just thug it out. I'll go just wait it out for the rest of the semester. I'm done here already. I believe, well, this is how it works in my school. I don't know how it works in other schools. You have a time period to drop the class, and that usually be 2 weeks. Within them 2 weeks, if you realize that class and that lecturer is not for you, switch the class, because as the semester progresses, you will be catching your tail and you're going to be like, you know what, I should have switched the class. I should have switched the class in the first 2 weeks. If your mind telling you switch the class, switch the lecturer, do it. But the sad truth is, you doesn't really know until the 3rd week, and by then it's too late. But if you're lucky enough and you get a feeling in the first 2 weeks, switch. Just switch. The thing I want to say is, if you all already have your student emails, because some schools provide you with a student email after you become a student at the school, basically. So that email is just for university transactions. So all the information that would be pertaining to school usually comes through that email. Keep checking your student email. Check it every day. Check your student email every day. Have the notifications on for your student email, because they will send real thing to that email. They will send finance information. They will send that you're failing a class. They will send everything that will send to that email. And if you don't check it, sometimes your ass might be a little grass if you don't check it. You might miss deadlines you didn't even know about. You might miss meetings you didn't even know you had to attend. Check your student emails every day. Turn on the post notifications for your student emails, because girl, I learned the hard way. I miss real important emails, and I had to go into admin office after to try to sort things out. And let me not talk about the ad. You know what? Before they find this video so target, just check your student emails regularly, please and thanks. Some lecturers tend to post like the course outline a week or 2 before the classes start. Look at the course outline for me, please. Look at the course outline. And if you don't understand something on that course outline, write it down. And when the lecturer, and the first day when the lecturer asks anybody have any questions about this course, ask your questions. Ask your questions, because some of them don't go back. When the assignments start to roll around, some of them don't go back to explain what was on the course outline. So when the lecturers post the course outline, take notes. If you don't understand something on the course outline, take notes, write down your questions and ask the lecturer. And the next thing about that course outline is your best friend. That course outline, listen to me, and let me hold your hand when I say this.
Touch your hand when I say this.
That course outline is your best friend throughout the semester. When your lecturer give you an assignment and the date, write down the date. Which part you could see it for me, please? Write down the date where you can see it continuously, because them assignments just sneak up on you real fast. It just come up on you real fast, love that. And that fly real sick then. You come up on you real fast and you go want to know about wait now. The assignment due today. Yes, the assignment due today. write down the assignment date it you and put it somewhere you could see. You understand? When choosing your group members, now the first year you're in university, you don't know nobody, so you don't know who does work well, who does do their work. So me, I can't give all you no advice there. There's a hit or miss right there. All I can tell all you is do your part. Do your part. And sometimes you might have to end up doing the whole part, the whole project on your own. And if you do the whole project on your own, don't tell them nothing. After you do the project, you put a name on it, go and tell the lecturer, them didn't do anything. Send an email to the lecturer and say, hey, these people didn't do nothing. Send an email to the lecturer and say, hey. But if you're lucky enough and fortunate enough to find a good group in your one, hold on to that group until you finish university. Hold on to that group until you finish university. Okay. And next thing I want to say is, don't be too hard on yourself when you start university, or even if you're in year 2 and year 3. Don't be too hard on yourself. Try your best, keep putting your best foot forward, and you will graduate. You will graduate and you will look back and say, I really did that. I really did that. So that's all I have for this video earlier. Hopefully you all liked it. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. I hope I give some good advice. I know sometimes when I'm speaking I can talk a little fast, but I hope I give out some good advice. Hopefully it helps you all a bit. I might do a part 2 of this video, like in the middle of the semester. I might do a part 2 video and let y'all know how school is going. But yeah, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. See y'all in part 2 of my back to school series, which will be uploaded next week.